Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan's Fear Factor Jitters. 10 years later. Joe Rogan is famous for his work as the UFC commentator and live fight analyst. However, what many people are not aware of is the fact that the 55-year-old was also a Fear Factor host. That's why many consider Rogan as a jack of all trades. He also hosts one of the most famous podcasts, The Joe Rogan Experience, and is also a stand-up comedian. Due to his connections from the podcast, he has met many celebrities and is on good terms with several of them. Evidently, he is on quite good terms with the legendary boxer Mike Tyson. Both Rogan and Tyson have appeared on each other's podcasts numerous times. During a 420 special podcast, Rogan spoke about how he was jittering about his security as the host of the infamous Fear Factor show. Rogan spent 5 seasons as the host of Fear Factor, from 2001 to 2006. The show was famous for its gut-wrenching theme and horrifying stunts the contestants have to go through. Rogan was a part of many memorable moments on the show. During one, he even got involved in a scuffle with one of the contestants. What's more, many celebrities over the years have been a part of the gore show. One of them was the WWE superstar Miz, who was present when Rogan was involved in the scuffle with a contestant. Despite the popularity, Rogan revealed how he feared that he might lose the job one day or another. Joe Rogan revealed his fears about the Fear Factor to Mike Tyson. After serving for 5 years on the show as a host, Rogan knows a lot about the show inside out. Thus, it came to no one's surprise that the UFC commentator was afraid that the show might be cancelled one day and he might lose his job. During the podcast with Mike Tyson, he was speaking about how the show was actually brought over from the Netherlands and he had nothing to do with it. Later he started speaking about the state of mind he had on the show. Rogan is a fan of violent stunts and combat. That's one of the reasons why he was drawn towards MMA and UFC. However, he admits that he needed some sort of assistance while he was hosting the Fear Factor. The American podcaster is a big advocate of marijuana and other psychedelics. That's something both Tyson and Rogan share. Both share a love for violent sports. Rogan is also highly intellectual, perhaps that's why he was able to predict that Fear Factor would go down one day. Rogan predicted that the show would get cancelled. The UFC commentator claimed that the show was preposterous. He always that the show was going to be cancelled. However, it turned out to be a major hit. Although Rogan could not believe the fact that the show kept going on. The show was off the air and then came back on. Although, one show had quite NSFW content related to horses. The episode was which had a horse juice challenge. That's the episode Rogan claims that killed it.